I like to do theater. I'm in the choir at my school, and I know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. What I want to be when I grow up, I really don't know yet, like, honestly. Something with biology. So, my name is Ari, and I'm from Emmaus, Pennsylvania, and I go to Lower Macungie Middle School. I identify as a boy, and that's about all there is to it. Being trans in my school, it's really not interesting at all. It's like a normal person's day, honestly. Like, my day isn't different than anybody else's. When I was realizing my identity, I think my mom kind of always knew at first.
Hi, I'm Ari Bowman. I am Ari's mother. That's my claim to fame. I knew I had a child who was very masculine. There were certain things that Ari was doing that you wouldn't expect of a girl who just likes boy things, or a girl who is enamored with things that boys can do that are not technically okay for a girl to do. They were beyond that. I found a rock that he had written wishes on. At the time, he was clearly younger than age 9, so one of the wishes was, "I wish I was 9." Another wish was,
I would own a computer.
Oh, I would own a computer, so clearly he didn't have one yet. I could be good at everything, but then it was the one on the end. I would be a boy. I would be a boy. And I just remember looking at that, thinking, this is not what you would say is a girl who's masculine. My child clearly didn't feel like a girl at all, and I needed to do something about that.
It is really important to have a supportive parent. If LGBT children don't have supportive parents, then it is so hard for them to grow and just to function normally, because if you don't have parents who believe who you are and support who you are, you just feel like there's something wrong. We can learn a lot over our childhood. And if you teach them that who they are is wrong, they're going to grow up thinking that. And that's something that I think as a parent or just an adult in general, you don't want any child thinking that who they are is wrong.
We ended up having a problem in our school district. A student had gone before the school board and given a speech saying that she didn't identify with transgender students and therefore she shouldn't have to change in the same locker room with transgender students. And basically went as far as saying she'd rather fail gym class than to have to be in the same room with trans students. At first my heart was going a mile a minute because I'd seen these things happen in other school districts. One family can take hate and make it like a virus that spreads outward. And I really thought that that was going to happen here. It was suggested that we should go to the next school board meeting and that we should give speeches. And usually Ari stays out of the public eye. Usually he's pretty shy about being public. And I expected him to tell me no. But Ari looked at me and he said, "Yes, we're doing this." And it was the most unwavering yes I think I've ever heard. It was as if I had said, "Do you want to go to Dorney Park?"
The hate that the transgender community has been receiving recently is terrible. People say things without an open mind and as if we're not human beings like they are.
Like, when I gave that speech, it was just like, oh, wow. Like, I'm gonna give this speech and then nothing's going to happen at all. But that didn't happen.
The room was packed with supporters. Then it kind of like went even beyond that night in the community. People were messaging me.
After the speech happened, it was basically everyone came to talk to me.
I met like hundreds of new people that I didn't know and became friends with them. There's always that person who's willing to try to tear you down, but if you feel like you're being lifted up by hundreds of strong arms, that one person just can't get to you.
When I met with Congressman Dent, that was like a wow moment. Like, wow, I'm actually meeting with a congressman. I didn't think that this would happen. I got to see what somebody who didn't know what like transgender youth actually looked like, what they had been thinking of what we were, and then it felt great to be able to tell them who I was. I think it's important for LGBT youth and youth in general to be speaking up for people like me, because there are a lot of adults just talking blindly about the LGBT youth, but they don't really know what it is. And when you have another kid talking about it, saying that they support it, it's really powerful. And a lot of people, it just like clicks. When I met Governor Wolf, that was probably something that I'd never thought that I'd do. It was actually like a really nice experience to know that he'd come and support the transgender youth and adults. I feel that there are a lot of people who won't speak out, even if they really want to. And I feel like there are people out there that need to know what it's like to be transgender. I hope the future is a lot better than it is now. And I hope that people understand more. I definitely feel that I'm going to continue to fight for transgender and LGBT rights because it's who I am. And I'm fighting for myself and for my friends. I think there is a lot of work to do because at the moment there are a lot of people who are scared to speak up because they don't know if they're going to be supported or not. And I think if they know that they have a strong backbone of people ready to support them, there will be a lot more people speaking out, and that's really, really important.